Cousins, welcome back. I'm your girl So Cosmic. This is my cosmic life. Come on in. Let's get a general reading for the collective, okay? I hope you're doing well. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that button, especially if the message happens to resonate for you. I want to thank you for all your likes, your comments, your subscribes, your shares, all that good stuff. And with that said, let's get you a message. Holy Divine Spirit, Most High God, Source of all creation, please give me clear and accurate messages for the collective. Please channel me. Please protect me as I channel the messages. Giving thanks and gratitude to my Divine Spirit team for their protection and guidance along my journey. Ashe, Amen. Amen, Amen. We have apology and hopeless. Arrogant, rash action. Someone wanting to apologize for some type of arrogance, some type of pride, some type of rash actions that they've taken. They may be feeling hopeless, lost, depressed. This could be you. We have waves of emotion here, worry, fear. Someone could be fearing that you won't accept their apology, or I don't know, something about feeling like something about time passing and needing some type of urgency to speak up and say the thing. I apologize. I'm sorry for how I treated you, for what I did, what I didn't do. I don't know. What else do we have here? We have suffering in silence. Yeah. There's unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. You could be expecting an apology. Someone wants to apologize. Whether they will, I don't know. You may have this person blocked, so how they're going to get that apology across to you, no say. Okay, let's see. What else? What else? We have masculine energy. It wants to come out in the reverse. So this could be an actual feminine, or someone who is unable to step into that masculine energy, take the action to apologize. They're just going to suffer in silence. You have established, settled, secure, wealthy. This could be a masculine energy who does not feel established, does not feel settled in who they are, in their masculinity. It does not have to be a male, okay? This could be a feminine, just someone who doesn't feel settled in their masculinity, their ability to establish some type of foundation for themselves. That's too many. We do have narcissist, sociopath trying to come out, and cutting ties trying to come out. Yeah, because your masculine energy is about taking action, being action oriented, making shit happen, and someone doesn't feel that way, okay? Or they're not doing the thing to apologize, step up and say something. They're just suffering in silence, feeling hopeless. Let's get one more. Two more. Vacay, blocked. Yeah, it's like you're kind of like stepped away. You could have met a soulmate. This could be a soulmate that we're talking about. Who knows? Let's see. Let's use this Lenormand, see what wants to come out. And then we'll get some more clarification with the tarot. Trio, stop. Don't knock over my ring light, buddy. You get it? Good boy. Good boy. Sorry. He found his ball. Let's see. What other messages do you have here for the collective? What is this apology? We have key. Cross. Yeah, it's something. Someone knows, like, this is how to make something right. It's the solution to something. Someone's holding on to an apology, and it feels like a burden. It feels like a heavy cross to bear. Maybe to come forward and speak some type of truth and needing to apologize, taking accountability. That can be hard, depending on. We've all struggled with it, okay? It shouldn't be, but it can be hard. just depending on the circumstances. What else? What is this hopeless about? Nope, nothing. Hopeless. We have Sun in the reverse. Yeah. Someone's depressed here. Someone's being exposed. Yeah, there's some information coming out. Letter. Someone could want to communicate. They feel exposed. They feel depressed. They could be suicidal. They're feeling some type of loss. Feeling hopeless. There's no joy. There's no optimism. There's no happiness. This is sadness. Depression. I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, that's what that is. For sure. There's that masculine energy. Someone, I don't know, someone's not doing well. What's the suffering in silence? Book. Yep. They're not saying anything. The book holds information. Someone's holding back some information about a commitment. Something that they agreed to. With the moon, the birds. There could be gossip and like, I don't know, some downloads even. Intuitive hits, downloads about something. Someone's holding on to the information though. What's this masculine energy in the reverse? There's the moon again with the man. Some fears here. Someone's reputation is changing. They're considering what path to go down. They don't feel very disciplined or in their or control or in their authoritative like mask. They don't feel that way. It's in reverse. This could be someone who is struggling with their emotions when it comes to being a father. Maybe the lack thereof. Someone wanting to go on vacation, maybe feeling blocked in life. This could be you. Where you have someone blocked. I don't know. What is this vacay? Cross. Yeah, someone needs to get away, relax, have some fun. They could be very overburdened here. Cross with the house with like stability, with like their foundation feels like a lot. Their responsibilities feels like a lot. This could have something to do with family, with this house needing a vacation from an overbearing family or family situation, just responsibilities in general. What is this blocked? We have the ship in the reverse. Unable to distance themselves from family with a tree or something that's very rooted. Someone's health, maybe they're unable to get away from some type of health issue, medical issue. I don't know, y'all. Let's get some more. With this key, you have the 33. That is the master teacher. With the apology, someone may be learning some type of lesson about accountability, needing to take accountability. Because with the apology here on the card, it says arrogant, rash actions, insincere. So like it's something about not taking sincere accountability surrounding someone's actions here, learning lessons, being taught a valuable lesson with that 33 as the master teacher. Yeah, someone's foundation is being disrupted because they're failing to learn some particular lessons here, or they're, in the thick of learning some type of particular lessons. This Sun card is a 31, which is a 4. It's in reverse. The stability. 4s are about stability. Having stability. When you think about a chair or a table, it has 4 legs. And when one of those legs is missing or is off, things become rocky. And so someone is hopeless, feeling very destabilized, maybe in life right now. With the book, I guess Spirit is wanting me to go through each of these and break down the numbers. With the book, this is a 26, and that breaks down to a 8. 8s for me are like patterns, because when you flip an 8 on its side, it's an infinity symbol. So some type of pattern of not asking for help, suffering in silence, not opening up, not being vulnerable enough to speak the things that someone desires. It says unspoken desires, like not speaking your needs, not speaking your real feelings, not dreaming out loud even. So it's a pattern, some type of loop or pattern of just accepting life as it is, now feeling hopeless about it. This moon is a 32, which brings down to a 5. That's about change. So changes to someone's, not changes in the way they take action or needing to change. Some type of passive energy with that masculine energy in the reverse, like needing to take action. You can't be passive in life. You have to be an active participant in something changing, the feelings, the intuition, some type of knowing that something has to change here. And this is again about a man. That's a 10, the 2 and the 8, a 28, which breaks down to a 1, meaning there's a new beginning available if someone stops being passive and becomes an active participant in their life. The stork represents change, brings change. That's also an 8. So a pattern of accepting things, like the world's changing, things change, and the only thing that's constant is change. And so having to change with it. With the cross, you have a 36, which is a 9, which means you're culminating some type of cycle. It's coming to, something's coming to its head. Okay? And with it being the cross, again, that's burdens, karma, feeling like there's a heavy cross to bear, lots of responsibilities. It's that 9 of Wands energy, the wounded warrior. How much more can I bear? Okay? And with the ship, it's a 3. It's in reverse. 3s are about expansion. It's clarifying, blocked. So expansion is blocked because there's something that someone is not moving away from. There is a need to distance, vacay, from the burdens so you cannot be blocked. That's how you expand, is to lay down the burdens. There's no room for expansion when you keep piling shit on your plate. Eventually the plate is going to collapse, or things are going to spill over and fall off of the plate. All right. Okay, Spirit. And again, with that tree under the deck, you have a 5, which is about change as well. So changes to one's health. Like if you don't put down some of these burdens, it could affect your health. In a negative way. If you put down the burdens, it could change your health in a positive way. Stress will kill your ass, bro. It will kill you. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Alright, so what's the key with the apology here? We have the Sun and the Hanged Man. gaining a new perspective on what makes someone happy, it being the key, seeing something from a different perspective, learning the lesson, right? With the key, there is a lesson. The master teacher is trying to teach someone a new outlook on life, how to maybe embrace optimism, joy, seeking joy, happiness. That apology may not even be for someone else. And I feel like I'm talking to the collective here. I don't know if this is someone who owes you an apology or anything like that. I just feel like this is just collective energy. Sometimes you have to apologize to yourself. You really have to say, self, I'm sorry that I allowed you to go through that I allowed you to not see things in a particular way or staying stuck in a particular way. Like, you have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace, and forgive yourself for maybe not knowing what you know now back then. Because if you knew what you knew now, you would do things differently. And even if you knew that then, forgive yourself for not taking action on doing what you know you were supposed to do, or doing things differently in some type of way. That apology could be for yourself. Looking at things from a different perspective and saying, you know what? I do have a choice here. I have a choice to choose happiness. I don't have to be hopeless. I don't have to be without joy. Okay? I don't have to be depressed. I forgive myself, and I'm willing to take care of myself. I value myself. I'm worthy. I'm showing myself grace because I am worthy of that. What is hopeless with the sun in reverse? The world. Yeah, there's a lesson here. There's a long lesson, or a long cycle of repeating things. Remember, we talked about the 8, just repeating some type of pattern, being stuck some type of cycle or loop of hopelessness, not taking action, not participating, not learning the lessons. Here's the lesson. It's time to graduate from this cycle. With the world, you have the 4 fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. That fixed energy can have you stuck. It's very good when it's grounded, it's boundaried, it's that formidable type of energy, like, I know what's what and I can't be moved, when it's right. But when it gets stuck and you can't move it without being open-minded to new ways of thinking, with the Hangman, the ability to forgive yourself and accept some type of change, like knowing that you have changed, something about you has changed, your way of thinking has changed, and accepting that it's time to move that fixed energy. The lesson is learned. So when you move the fixed energy, you move into cardinal energy, where you can initiate new beginnings. And then we kind of flow into the mutable energy, where you're flexible and can kind of go with the flow, go with the changes. And then when you become solid in your thinking, in your awareness, you can become fixed again until it's time to move again. Change. All right? Look at the Wheel of Fortune. Change. Something's turning here. Something wants to turn in someone's favor, but the lesson has to be incorporated in getting out of some type of cycle. Okay? What is this suffering in silence with the Book? Not speaking up, not saying what needs to be said, not acknowledging your real feelings. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Not accepting that, you are worthy. Understanding your value. This is not taking care of yourself. This is suffering. And that's that bad health we're talking about there. This is someone who does not take care of themselves. They don't nurture themselves. All right? And there we have the 9 of Wands we talked about. You're fighting a battle, a losing battle, by not speaking up and saying, hey, I need help. Someone could need to seek some type of therapy, counseling, some type of life coaching, just assistance or something, okay? And it's nothing to be ashamed of. Again, that masculine energy in the reverse, it's not taking the action, knowing there's something that needs to be done, but not just kind of passively not doing it. That Nine of Wands is resilient, but just because you can be strong doesn't mean that you have to be strong. Sometimes being strong is admitting that I need help. I can't do it. Tell me about this masculine energy in the reverse. We've got the Moon, the Man, and the Stork. The Two of Swords. That's that indecision. Being passive. Being of two minds. Not just trying to be blind to the options available. You see that moon hanging around her, above her head. That's intuition. Someone's intuition is like, and we got the moon here. So we got the moon showing up twice and clarifying this masculine energy in the reverse, knowing a decision needs to be made, like ASAPery, okay? ASAPery. Learning something, doing something, taking some type of physical action to learn something, but there is big avoidance here. Seven of Swords. Big avoidance. But knowing that the universe is yelling at you to go within, get these answers, and stop avoiding some type of truth. That could be the truth as well. Some type of truth being presented with an opportunity of truth saying, hey, 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 trying to wake you up. The universe trying to wake you up and say, you can't be passive here. Show me the vacay with the cross. Six of Pentacles. Someone's just constantly giving and giving and giving, and it's not being reciprocated. This is constantly giving, working, trying to establish some type of fairness and evenness. I don't know, balance. Maybe within a situation, but this is about to crash and burn. Something's about to blow up. If things aren't balanced. Temperance energy. If something isn't alchemized. Trying to juggle it all. Two of Pentacles. It's too much. This is too much. It's too much. Show me the blocked with the Ship in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. Threes are about expansion. Nothing is expanding. There's no rewards coming in. Someone's worried about what the future looks like. There's a lot of worry. That's stress. That's stress. And we talked about that with that tree. Something needs to change medically, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or it's going to take someone up out of here. It is. This could have something to do with a soulmate, twin flame energy, a friendship, some type of romantic partner, some type of long-standing commitment. And soulmates don't have to be romantic in nature. You can have soulmates within your family. Soulmates can be friends. Soulmates are people who come here to teach us lessons. I don't know, someone's avoiding something here, but let's get some advice and go from there. Yeah, someone needs to take control. There's that masculine energy. This is the epitome of masculine energy. It's in the reverse here. This is taking control, leading an empire, having control and discipline over yourself, taking action. What's the advice for the collective here? What's the advice? This may not be you. This could be someone around you, again, who owes you some type of apology, but life kind of feels a little fucked up for them right now, just to be quite frank. And they've got some things that they need to work through. And so your advice is, if I had to guess, is to focus on yourself, getting your life together. All right? Forgiving yourself, apologizing to yourself, thinking about the future, taking action towards the future when you need help, speaking up and saying it. All right? What's the advice here for the collective? Strength. Be strong. Devil in the reverse. letting go of some type of toxic behavior, some type of binding patterns, some type of codependency, some type of addiction, some type of so it's really like this just self-sabotaging type of energy. We have justice, doing something right. It's time to bring fairness and balance back into a situation. This could be letting go of pride and ego. Big pride, big ego, okay? Big pride, big ego. Very unhealthy. Sometimes pride, it's a difference from being prideful, proud and prideful. Like there's a thin line on what's healthy and what's not, is what I'm trying to say. And sometimes pride can keep us in a prison of our own making, because it's like, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to ask for help. I'm just going to sit back and see what happens. And you create these walls around you, Nine of Wands. And then you look up and everything's falling apart. This is greed also, the Devil in reverse, with the Queen of Pentacles, giving up some type of greed. Sometimes the greed can show up in a way where if you're suffering in silence, it's because you're holding on to something too. It's like, that's the greed. It's like a greed of, I can't articulate it, but I think y'all get what I'm saying. Like, if you're holding on to all the things and you're not speaking about it, you're not speaking up, you're not taking any type of action, you're just holding all of it in. It's a greediness of, these are my problems, these are my issues, these are my thoughts, these are my feelings, and I'm not going to share them with anybody. That's the greed that I'm talking about. Yeah. Let that go. Stop holding on to that. Pride, ego. What else for the advice? Queen of Swords, needing some type of boundaries. Again, someone is carrying a burden, giving and giving and giving, maybe into a situation where they're giving more, or they're being breadcrumbed. Things aren't reciprocal. It's time to be honest with yourself. The Queen of Swords holds the sword of truth. She's very discerning, she or he. This person would be very discerning, very honest with themselves, evaluating a situation with integrity, honesty, and being fair, and establishing certain boundaries. The boundaries could be with yourself. I'm not going to allow myself to be greedy with all of these things that I need to offload. All of these burdens that I need to offload. All of these feelings and thoughts and needs that I have that I'm holding on to myself. I need to share them with the appropriate people. What else for the advice? And we'll get out of here. It's pretty clear. Judgment. Answer the call. It's time to judge something fairly, honestly. It's time to wake up. This is a wake-up call. So you can stand in your power. So you can bloom into this beautiful flower. Standing in your attractiveness, your charisma, all of your creative talents, your intuitive knowing, all of that. Face the truth and decide what you're going to do. Two of Wands. Something's over. You can't do this anymore. It's over. Some way of being is over. And for some of you, this has everything to do with some type of connection. Soulmate, Two of Cups here. And someone may be wanting to get this back. But they have to be honest with themselves. Or you do. So that is what I have for you, my loves. I do hope it resonates. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.